What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm working on this Ameristar. Can't remember who makes it. I don't know if it's Lennox. I know it's somebody's contractor, quotation marks, contractor grade AC, which means, cheaper. It means it costs less, a little bit less quality. And it's only 4 years old. And we have some signs here of obviously serious electrical issues. Got like melted wires and whatnot. These were all melted off. The terminals are a little melted, and the contactor's all showing signs of serious wear. It looks like it's been used for 10 years or 15 years rather than 4. That's an indicator of short cycling. Is typically what we see. The AC is just turning on and off way too much. So if you come to a contactor that looks like that and it's only 4 years old or so, sure, it could mean it's cheaper, or a cheaper quality contactor. That's definitely one thing too, but it is also an indicator of what's the word I'm looking for, of short cycling, because it's turning on and off, which is premature wear and tear. Well, anyways, so the unit's obviously not running, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this up, and then let's see if it turns up. I did check these capacitors, they're okay. This one needs to be replaced, and this contactor I'm definitely going to replace. And then we're going to inspect the house and see what could be causing the AC to be short cycling. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. All right, there it is. New capacitor, new wiring, or I cleaned up the wires there. New contactor, and the AC is running fine now. Well, it's running, let's put it that way. Sometimes, or the reason I'm making this video is because you can learn a lot from the customer sometimes before you even get on to the part where you're diagnosing what's wrong with the unit. So I got here and the customer explained to me that even though the AC, like the AC's obviously was broken down, wasn't running at all, but they started explaining to me how unhappy they were with it even when it was running. We obviously didn't do this installation. It looks a little cheesy, bent up elbow, paper thin pookie on the seal there. I think you guys know, if you've been seeing my videos for long enough, that I don't work this way. And you can see that they reuse the electrical or the conduit from the roof on out. And well, I don't do Ameristar or whatever that brand is. I think it's like the cheap brand of Lennox. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look it up. Y'all can quote me on that. You can correct me on it. It's not that important to me. But he explained to me that the AC, thermostat's kind of in line with it where the unit's at right now, kind of in the middle here. And he says that this side's always cold and then that side is always hot. And I'm like, okay. He said that he's very unhappy that that's where he sleeps, on that half of the house over there, and this is kind of like a living space. And that he bought this home, it was obviously a flip. Well, actually, maybe not obvious, but it was obvious to me when I was here. I look at the roof, it looks new. The AC was done recently, only 4 years old when they bought the house, and he's unhappy with it. So that right there alone is telling me that if this side's freezing, it means there's too much air on this side. The AC's not oversized in my opinion. I'd have to do a heat load, but just my 10 years of experience says it's pretty close to the right size. But the air imbalance is definitely an issue. If it's freezing on this side, it means it has too much air on this side of the house, and because the thermostat is on this side of the house, it shuts it off. It shuts it off before it gives it enough time to cool that side of the house, which is a lot further. Which is going to cause two things. One, an uncomfortable area over there on that side of the house, right? And two, it's going to cause it to short cycle on this side of the house, right? Because it super cools this side, thermostat reaches temperature, way too fast, and then it shuts off. So that would explain, before I even got up here, it sounded like he was short cycling, and that's pretty much, exactly what's going on. So, really listen to your customer when they're telling you issues of how comfortable it is or how uncomfortable it is, or how cold it is on this side, or how it only runs for a little bit, stuff like that. They can point you in the right direction. And the point is that they're unhappy even with the AC running. So now we're going to dig a little deeper and figure out how we can fix this uncomfortable area. But that's probably going to be another video if they end up going with my recommendations. But all right, y'all, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will see y'all on the next one. Peace.